If I was starting all over again with frequent flyer points in my 10 years of experience, here is exactly what I would do. Step 1, I would start by figuring out where I actually want to go. Now the reason I bring this up first is because if we understand where we want to go, we can then find the airline with the most amount of flights that fly there, and then we can understand which type of points we should start earning that will help us use those points to fly to the place we want to go. Now to put this into an example, if I was located in Australia and I was planning a flight to Doha, for example, and I was just listening to all these influencers on social media that I should be earning Qantas points, and I started to earn Qantas points, and then I jumped onto the Qantas website and typed in Sydney to Doha, and then all of a sudden there are no flights available. If we did that, that would be a huge mistake. Instead, if we figure out where we want to go first, so for Doha for this example, and we had a look on the Qantas website and we had a look on the Velocity website, we would very quickly understand that we should be earning Velocity points instead of Qantas points, because Velocity partner with Qatar, and Qatar have plenty of flights to Doha. Finding a flight to Doha using Qantas points is very difficult. You more than likely have to go to Dubai on Emirates. Another example would be for Singapore. So Singapore Airlines actually partner with Velocity, and Singapore Airlines have plenty of reward seats to Singapore using Velocity points. Now you can get to Singapore using Qantas points, but it's probably a little bit easier using Velocity points getting to Singapore. For USA, in the past, it was easier using Velocity points to get to the USA, but as of right now, it's much easier using Qantas points. For Japan, that's a destination that both Qantas and Velocity points will work well with. There are a ton of flights to Japan right now using Velocity points, and for Qantas, Qantas fly there directly. They also partner with JAL, and worst case scenario, you can get there on Jetstar. In terms of getting to Europe, I would argue it's easier doing that with Velocity points, but to be honest, if you know what you're doing, you can get there pretty much every single month with both Qantas and Velocity points. It's a very difficult destination to put all the pieces of the puzzle together though. If you are a beginner, probably you won't know how to book a flight from Australia to Europe. If you do need help, check the link in the video description. You'll find my Patreon group. Every single day I help my members use their points to find the very best business class reward seats. And every single week in there, I share the best Europe flights that they can book. I go through the whole calendar year and update every single month, giving members availability for every single month if there are flights available. For most parts of Asia and also South Africa, I would recommend earning Qantas points. If you just want to go short haul international trips somewhere like New Zealand, Fiji, or Bali, both Qantas or Velocity will work well for you. Now that we understand which destination we want to go to, I would then join both loyalty programs for free. You don't have to pay for the Qantas one, just jump on Google, type in Qantas Frequent Flyer, join for free. You'll find a link in there that will allow you to avoid paying the $99 joining fee. And once I've joined and I'm a member on both, I would then try to find reward flights to that destination that I'm after. Once we've seen that it's possible to book those flights because we've jumped onto the loyalty program, seen the flights that are possible to be booked, we then need to start earning some points. And the way that I would earn some points is going to be through searching forums such as OzBargain. I love OzBargain because it's full of bargain hunters who are all passionate about getting the best price and finding the best deal. Jump onto OzBargain, so it's OzBargain, and then use the little search tool and type in Qantas points, or if you've decided Velocity points are better for you, just type in Velocity points. Here you'll find a list of all of the latest deals. Go ahead and figure out what is best suited for you. In there, you're going to find a bunch of credit card deals. You'll also find like health insurance deals. You can use gift cards as well so for example, Flybuys or Everyday Rewards, they often have a 20x bonus point offer. So pretty much if you go to Woolworths or Coles during one of these 20x bonus point offers, you are then going to unlock 20,000 Everyday Rewards or Flybuys points for every $1,000 that you spend. These can then convert into half into either Velocity points or Qantas points, meaning 20,000 Everyday Reward points will convert into 10,000 Qantas points. Now, something to notice with OzBargain is that if you are new to this, you might jump on there and you might get information overload. You may feel overwhelmed that there's so many deals. Where should I start? What are going to give me the best value? For those sort of instances, inside my Patreon group, every single week, I share the very best deals that I come across. So I decipher all that information and just summarize it, give it to you so you know what are my favorite deals every single week. Now, once we have the points, if we are going to a destination where there are plenty of reward seats available, for example, if we were going to New Zealand or Bali or Fiji, and we were happy to go in economy, you probably don't need this step. But if we are chasing something rare, something like a business class reward seat to the USA or a business class reward seat to Europe, you are going to need a third-party website called seats.aero. The reason you're going to need this is because it will allow you to scan the entire Qantas and Velocity website in a matter of seconds. You don't need it. You can technically go on the Qantas or the Velocity website and you can manually search for different routes. It's just going to take you hours worth of work, when if I use seats.aero, I can do that whole process in seconds. There is a referral link in the video description as well. If you do want to sign up to seats.aero, you can join for free in there, but you're only going to see flights for the next 2 months. So from now, 2 months forward. If you get a pro account, you can see a whole year in advance. And the good news is as well, you can also set up flight alerts. This means instead of jumping onto that site or the Qantas site every single day, searching for flights manually, you can set up a flight alert. So you'll just get an email or a text when your flights are available. Now, something to mention is that you can set up these flight alerts, but often with seats.aero or any of these other third-party tools, they are relying on data sent to Qantas. So often that data can be a little bit old. Most of the time it's amazing, it's very, very quick, but I have found for some routes the information is old or it just doesn't even display on seats.aero. Santiago is a route in particular that I've often found reward seats on the Qantas website, but not on seats.aero. To be honest, for probably 95% of the routes, you will be just fine using seats.aero. But if you are chasing something really, really rare, cover your bases, set up an alert on seats.aero, but also manually search on the Qantas site as well. Now, eventually, if you do this enough, your seats will very likely pop up. Ideally, you'll do this whole process as far in advance as possible, ideally starting about 11 months out. Eventually, more than likely, your flights will become available. I've been doing this now for about 10 years, and every single time that I want to go somewhere, and I'm fairly flexible with the travel dates. For example, if I just said I wanted to go to USA, not really too fussed on dates. Maybe I want to go sometime next summer. If I had that sort of broad idea in my head and I was looking like 11 months in advance, every single time I've done that, I've been able to get business class seats. So eventually, with enough persistence, they will pop up. Try and do this for yourself. But if you do need more help, again, check that link in the video description. My Patreon group is the solution to using your points to finding those hard to find business class reward seats. Hope this video was helpful. Other than that, I will see you in the next video.